Once, in a bustling city filled with ambitious entrepreneurs, there was a quiet man named Kojo. Known for his unassuming nature, he was always overlooked, always ignored. He never spoke much, never stood out in a crowd. But one day, something strange happened. Kojo's silence led him to the top, while everyone around him remained stuck in the chaos. Kojo worked at a small tech startup, a place filled with loud voices, fast decisions, and people constantly competing for attention. Every day, he sat at his desk, working diligently, barely speaking a word. His colleagues thought he was shy, or worse, incompetent. Whenever there was a team meeting, Kojo would remain quiet, his eyes scanning the room, carefully observing everything. But as the weeks passed, Kojo noticed something that no one else did. His coworkers were too busy talking, too eager to get their own ideas out, to listen or understand the bigger picture. While they argued about petty details and clashed over strategies, Kojo watched and took mental notes. He stayed out of the noise, choosing his moments carefully. Then, one day, the company faced a major crisis. A big contract was on the line, and everyone scrambled to come up with ideas, sending emails, talking on the phone, and trying to push their opinions. Amidst the storm, Kojo remained still, silent. Why? Why didn't he speak up when everyone else was making their voices heard? As the pressure mounted, the CEO called an emergency meeting. He looked around the room, expecting grand solutions from his loudest employees. Instead, his eyes landed on Kojo, who, as usual, said nothing. To everyone's surprise, the CEO asked him directly, "Kojo, what do you think we should do?" The room fell silent. Everyone stared, waiting for him to say something, anything. But Kojo simply stood up, walked over to the whiteboard, and wrote down one simple phrase: "Focus on what's working, not what's broken." He stepped back, and the entire room was stunned into silence. For the first time in weeks, no one argued. Kojo's quiet statement cut through the noise. It wasn't a grand speech, nor was it a long-winded solution. It was simple, profound, and true. By not getting lost in the noise, Kojo had already seen what others couldn't. The company had been focusing on fixing things that didn't need fixing, while ignoring the strengths they already had. The CEO nodded in agreement and took immediate action based on Kojo's insight. In the end, the company saved the deal, turned things around, and grew stronger than before. Moral and life lesson: people may think you are foolish, but true wisdom is often misunderstood. In life, it's not always about how much you say, but how much you observe, listen, and understand. Sometimes the loudest person in the room doesn't have the answer. The real power comes from knowing when to stay silent and when to speak. Let your actions and observations do the talking for you. If you found this story insightful, like and share this video so more people can learn from it. See you next time for another powerful story.